What's up everyone? In today's video, we're going to talk about the top 5 things Spider-Man 2 needs to be perfect. Let's get into it. Ever since Spider-Man PS4 came out in 2018, fans have been speculating and theorizing about Venom being in the sequel. He has been teased in both Spider-Man 2018 and Miles Morales, and fans are super excited to see how Venom and the Symbiote suit are implemented in future titles. Venom is one of Spider-Man's most beloved villains, and he has garnered tons of popularity over the years. Having the Symbiote suit in the game would be awesome in terms of story and gameplay. After Miles Morales came out last year, people have wondered how Peter's gameplay could feel fun and refreshing just like Miles did, and the answer is the Symbiote suit. The suit could give Peter different abilities and movement options, similar to what we saw in Web of Shadows. Having Venom in the Symbiote suit is the number one thing I want to see in Spider-Man 2. Manhattan is a great playground for Spider-Man to swing around in, but I would love to see New York expanded even further. For a sequel, I think that having some of the other boroughs opened up would be great. I don't expect every borough of the city to be playable in Spider-Man 2, but I would like to see at least Queens and maybe one other just to see what Insomniacs could do with those areas. Another thing I would love to see is the ability to go into buildings. It would be awesome if we can go into malls, theme parks, museums, and things of that nature. I think that would make the city feel more alive, and it opens up the opportunity for more types of crimes and varied gameplay opportunities based on being inside. Being able to swing through a store to get a tool for your suit, or running through a parking garage trying to find a stolen car are a few examples. Miles Morales absolutely changed the game when it comes to swinging and movement. And when I go back to Spider-Man 2018, I find myself missing the insane tricks and moves that Miles can do. Swinging in both games is great, but I think that they can be expanded upon in a few ways. Upping the speed at which you can swing would be an awesome start. Sometimes I feel like I'm swinging a bit too slow, and I would love to be able to swing through the city even faster. I also want to see more dynamic swinging. I want to be able to do some awesome swinging tricks, kind of like the ones you see in the original Spider-Man 2, something more physics based. I know that Insomniacs wants to keep it relatively simple, but I would at least love an option to have more advanced swinging mechanics and moves. This is also where the Symbiote suit comes in. As mentioned earlier, the Symbiote suit can do a lot for Peter's movement and swinging. Maybe when you have the Symbiote suit on, you are much more powerful and aggressive with your swinging. I normally wouldn't want co-op or anything online for a single player game, but I think it could really work here. After beating the story of both games and finishing all the side activities, I found myself just aimlessly swinging around. Don't get me wrong, that's a lot of fun, but I think it would be great to be able to swing around with a friend. Now, I'm not asking for a 100-player lobby of Spider-Man swinging around. I just think that would be cool if you could team up with a friend and swing around the city together. One player can be Miles and one Peter. If Insomniacs does it right, I think they can have a co-op experience that actually makes sense and stays in line with the story. Just imagine the possibilities. Being able to beat up bad guys and race across the city with a friend sounds like a super fun idea. I'm not sure if they would make the campaign co-op, but definitely the open world seems feasible. I know this might be a bit controversial, but please hear me out. I know that a lot of people haven't gotten their hands on a PS5 yet, and I totally understand that. I just don't want Insomniacs to have to hold back or even omit certain features so that the game can run smoothly on the PS4. I want Insomniacs to have as little restraint as possible when they're developing the game, and if they're constantly trying to make the game still viable for PS4, PS5 version will be held back and we won't be able to see the best version of the game because they won't be able to solely focus on the new system. The PS5 has been out for almost a year and PS4 owners got 2 Spider-Man games, which is awesome. Ratchet & Clank is an example of what you get when you're able to focus on one platform, and I think it can be even more impressive for Spider-Man 2. So yeah, those are my thoughts on what will make Spider-Man 2 great. What do you think? Do you agree or disagree with this list? Or maybe you have your own list? Leave a comment down below and let me know. And if you enjoyed the video, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe. Have a good one.